Hello, I'm Anita Daniel, DSO-HR for the 8th Eastern Region, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself and talk a little bit about some hot topics in HR today. I was born in Troy, Ohio, live right outside of Covington, and I worked in retail for a long time, and I lost my job and decided I wanted to do something a little bit different. So I went back to school and I got my certificate in medical coding. So now I'm able to work from home, and that career has worked out great for me with my children and the sports that they were in when they were younger. We enjoy going camping and boating, hanging out with our family, having the kids come up and spend time with the lake. And my husband and both of my children are also auxiliary members. So we spend a lot of time traveling in packs wearing our blue uniforms. I had 10 years with the auxiliary back in March of this year. I've been flotilla commander. I'm currently SO-HR, IS, and PE, and I'm also flotilla staff officer for IS and PE. And then I also am a vessel examiner and an instructor. My husband was already a member for about 10 years before I was, and I was always at auxiliary activities anyway, so most people thought I was a member. So I did finally go ahead and join, and we've done a lot. This is our 10th DTRAIN, so we're traveling a lot and really enjoying it. One of my goals for this year when I first talked to everybody back in the spring was to get our PE program back up and running to our pre-COVID numbers. I'm happy to say we were teaching about 80 students a year before that. I think we did 60 this year. So we're really pleased with our program. We've got students traveling from all over Ohio because we're about the only ones in Ohio that are offering courses right now. So there's no requirements to be the DSO-HR. I do have to submit an application each year to the district commodore and chief of staff and be selected to be in this position. So some of the challenges we face in the HR area are continuing to recruit members that will be active. This has become even more challenging right now, obviously during the pandemic when we've been out of the public eye. Mentoring continues to be an issue. We don't have enough qualified members to mentor the new folks coming in and help move them out of AP status. We have a lot of members that are still in AP status that we would like to get moved to IQ and BQ. To move out of AP, they need to have completed their core training, their basic qualification 2 courses, and have a safe boating course. If you have members in your flotilla that have completed those requirements, get that information up to DSO-IS Deanne Rodenberg, and we'll get those folks moved out of, if they need their safe boating course entered, send that to Deanne, but if you need them moved to BQ, go ahead and send an email to DIROX, and they'll get those folks moved over to BQ and out of AP. We'd like to only see about 5% of our membership in AP status. Currently our district is at 11.55. Obviously we're always going to have members in AP as we get new membership, but we should be working with those folks and getting them moved out. This should be a team effort. It's not the flotilla commander's job. It's not just the member training officer's job. It's everybody's job. Hopefully you can assign a mentor to that new person. I know that's a struggle for a lot of flotillas because we just don't have enough qualified people to take somebody under their wing, or you end up with one mentor that's trying to help 3 or 4 or 5 new people, so that's a lot of work for them. As I said, once they have completed their qualifications to move into BQ, make sure you notify DIROX. It will not happen automatically. Some folks think that is the way it works, and it does not. Everybody in the auxiliary is a recruiter. It's not just the HR person's job. We're representing the auxiliary as we go about our activities. We can mention membership to boat owners during our vessel exams, customers and employees at our recreational boating visits, to students during our public education courses. People we have contact on a daily basis in our personal lives are all potential members. It could be church members, members of other organizations that we're a part of. We should always be recruiting. Also, we are all mentors to new members and established members looking to learn new things. We have a system called AAMS. This is our auxiliary applicant management system. This went down for about a year. This is a site where folks that are interested in joining our organization can go online, put in their personal information, and then that information gets passed around, and we would hope that somebody would reach out to that person and talk to them about membership and applying for our organization. You often hear these referred to as robo-leads. These prospects have already been vetted by our branch chief and then forwarded to the nearest flotillas to that prospective member. So they've already kind of weeded out the folks that think we're going to get paid, or sometimes we get ones that come through and they're actually wanting something else, like maybe a vessel safety check or a PE course. So those have been weeded out. So those folks are coming to us because they are interested in our organization. So if you get forwarded one of those leads, please reach out to them as soon as possible. They are interested in our organization, and we want to keep that interest alive and moving forward. Another update that's happened in HR, earlier this spring, our application was updated. If you are someone who is involved in completing applications, please make sure that you are using the most current form dated for April 2021. This is on the Forms Warehouse page. I was informed that on the HR Directorate, they have the incorrect form. They still have the previous version. So make sure you're going to the Forms page and getting the correct application dated 04/21 up in the upper left-hand corner. Also, there was an update last year to the Auxiliary Association form, so please make sure you're using that current form also. We are coming up on that time when you should be collecting dues. If you have members that, I'm getting a thumbs up from our finance officer. If you have members, well, you should be going through the dues process right now. Your financial officer should be sending out notifications. If they don't pay their dues, after they've done all the notifications, you need to send me a Form 7035 change of membership status. This needs to be to me by December 1st so that we guarantee we get that member off the books by the end of the year. If we do not get that member off the books by the end of the year, your flotilla is going to pay dues that that member did not give to you. Please attempt to have the member sign the form that they wish to disenroll. That is the best practice. If you cannot reach them, they've moved, they won't return your contacts, then you can send me an email or a memo with the attempts that you have made. With the finance officer sent out dues notices on this date. They sent out a second notice on this date. We've emailed the member. Just a quick memo of how you have reached out to them. Send that to me with the Form 7035 signed by your flotilla commander, and we will get those folks off the books so you don't have to pay dues that you did not collect. I can be reached via email at uscgaux.sois@gmail.com or by phone 937-726-6572. I do work evenings and I do work during the day, so evenings and weekends are always best. But I'm pretty good. I do usually get back to you within a couple days. Just a couple final things in conclusion. Remember, every member is a recruiter, and every contact that we make with non-members is a recruiting opportunity. Every flotilla needs more mentors, whether you mentor a new member or just help a member with a new qualification. If you're willing to help out, please let one of your staff officers or your elect officers know. Thank you.